In this session, I'll just show you how we can use Key Vault to save the secrets and how we can integrate this in the Azure DevOps pipeline. So I have got a container registry created. This is my container registry. And if I go within this, there is called access keys. Okay, access key is required to basically access this container registry. This is a private container registry. So I will be saving this registry name. All these information I will be first saving in a notepad. Let me just bring it here. This is registry name is this, and this is the login server. Okay, and go to admin. This is my username, and this is the password. Okay, I will be sharing this particular password, and will be integrating this in the Azure DevOps pipeline. So okay, this is it. So now the second step is basically I will be going ahead and creating a key vault first. Okay, so for that I will be going here and I will create key vault. I want to utilize the existing this, and I can say Azure Container Registry Key Vault 0056. Okay, just a random number, and I want to create in UAE North standard. That's fine. I will basically reduce it to 7. We'll move next, access policies. Okay, now in order to leverage the access policies, we will be requiring a, service principal. So I will also be showing you the service principal. So I'm creating the access policy, create, get, and list. Okay. Uh, and now it's asking me which service principal I want to give the permission to. So if I go to my intra ID, there is already a service principal which is app registration I have created, which is basically ADO Docker. Okay, and this is the same one I am utilizing within my Azure DevOps pipeline. So if I just show you here within my project settings, there is something called service connection, and this is my service connection. If I go to manage service connect, manage app registration, if I go here, it is basically same ADO Docker. So see, it is ADO Docker. Okay, so I will be utilizing the same one. So I'll go to my key vault which I'm creating, and I'm going to assign permission to ADO Docker. That's it. So with this, I'm basically creating I'm creating a key vault where in the access policy I've given ADO Docker permission get and list. Okay, this is AD doc with get and list permission. I'll go next. It will be public access. That's fine. I'm going to create a key vault. Okay, so now once the key vault is basically created, uh, the objective is we need to basically save these keys within the key vault, and these keys will be fetched by the Azure DevOps pipeline when the pipeline will execute utilizing the same service principle, which is the app registration that we have done. Okay, so objective is there is some credentials for Azure Container Registry which we want to save in the key vault, and at the same time we want to fetch those credential utilizing the app registered app, which is the service principal in the within the Azure DevOps pipeline. So the key vault is ready. Now let's save the credential. In order to save the credential, let's go to the object, let's go to secret, and there is something called generate, and we can give it a name. we can say ACR credential. Okay, this is ACR credential, and I will go and save this to here. Okay, we can also give set expiration and all those details, but that's fine for now. I'm going to create this secret. So secret is created, and that's it. Okay, now we need to integrate this within the Azure DevOps pipeline. So I will go to the Azure DevOps, and within this, I will go to the pipeline. There is something called library. Okay, and there is something called variable group which we can create. So this is for demo project, not eShop is my project. I'll go to pipeline. I'll go to library, and there is something called variable group. Okay, we can simply create a variable group and then link secret link secret from an Azure keyword. You can simply go ahead and select your service connection. This is my service connection, and this will basically see, this is the same keyword which we created. Okay, and once you are done, we need to just add a secret. See, it is fetching the secret ACR cred which you created. Okay, so I'm not going to create a new variable group, rather I want to leverage my existing variable group, which is this one. And this is how we basically integrate the key vault information. So Azure subscription is fine, key vault is changed. This secret I'm going to, okay, this is already removed. I'm going to pick up the new secret. Okay, so this integration is also done. Now, what we have to do is that, so far what we basically did, we fetched the credentials from Azure Container Registry. We created, there is an app registration done, which was already done for the Azure DevOps integration, and I'm utilizing the same Azure DevOps. So I've created a key vault. Within that key vault, there is an access policy created, and in that access policy, we have given the app registration permission to do a get in list. And then in the secret section, we basically save the credentials, and we have integrated this keyword inside the variable group in the Azure DevOps pipeline. So this is how we basically do the integration. Now, simply, there is one pipeline which I actually need to create. Mm, so that will be, this is the pipeline. Okay, this is my pipeline, which is CD ACI. If I click on edit, this is asking for the other pipeline information, which is eShop. Okay, that's fine. Location is also fine. Service connection details. So you see, based on the service connection, and it is asking for the web app that it's going to create. So login details we are basically passing here in our pipeline. So login details basically this use login server and username, not the password. Okay, and the password, and then there is a resource group name we have already given, and this is the variable group. It says from which variable group it's going to basically fetch the information. So it says deploy stage ACI, and then variable group referring keyword secrets. So this is the variable group name I have already given. So this is how we basically integrate this, and now I can run the pipeline. Okay, and once this pipeline execution completes, it is basically going to leverage the information from the key vault and all. And what it's going to do, it's basically going to create a container instance. So right now this is blank. That is what it is supposed to do. It is going to leverage the image saved in the container registry. If I actually go here, there is something called repositories. So within these repos, these are the two repos. This is MVC, and this is basically it's going to pull it, and it's going to create, and it's going to basically create a container instance. So pipeline execution is happening right now, deploying ACI bicep. So this concludes my practical of integrating the Key Vault with the Azure DevOps pipeline. So things we did first, I'll list down again. First, created Azure Container Registry, and it has login details. Then we created uh, registered an app in Intra ID, which is basically service principal. Then third action we took is that created Key Vault, and within this Key Vault we created one access policy with get and list, and assign permission to service principal. Second thing we did is that after this created secret within Key Vault, created secret within Key Vault, and saved the ACR password. Okay, and fourth, uh, within ADO, which is Azure DevOps, we created within pipeline. This is a variable, and then there is a variable group, and within the variable group, we basically define define the key vault details, and then reference this variable group in Azure DevOps pipeline. Okay, so this is how we basically perform the integration. So if I actually go and refresh this, the container instance should be created. It is still not created, so it must be getting created. Or the pipeline execution failed. Let me cross check. Okay, deployment is failed. Why deployment is failed? Let's quickly cross check. At least only please. Okay, but anyways, even if the deployment failed, the integration part remains the same. I will cross check why exactly it is failed. Few things I may need to go ahead and update, specifically the key vault details or something, which I will basically cross check. But this concludes our practical of how do we integrate the key vault within the Azure DevOps pipeline, and how do we save the secret in the key vault. Thank you.